Hello, welcome back. Last time the game really wanted me to go one exact place, but the two of us just were not on the same wavelength about what that place was. It was here. So I went there, I hit the switch, tidal reef's tide has now moved. These are not active yet, but maybe they're about to be, probably when I get 2 more sapphires. So, hello star. Hello other human. Can we be friends yet? Am I gonna have another vision? Yep. Who is this haunting figure that causes me to see this whenever I get close to her? What was the symbol I saw last time? This looks very, like, whirlpool-y. That's some kind of spooky serpent. Okay, this is a different vision, I'm pretty sure. Swirly things. Okay. And she's gone. It still goes ding. Eyes are lit. Can't go into the waterfalls. I've been to both sides of this. I see something, I see something, I see something. I don't know if I could do it before, but I currently see it, so there are still notes. That's what was dinging. Okay. It was specifically the note. That's what makes the ding sound. Alright. So it's not just the visual feedback of the... Ah, dang it, I don't have a cursor. Visual feedback of the serpent eyes. There's also a little ding when a note is around. That's nice. Now that I know to listen for it. Hello, water god. I have 4 sapphires for you. There's a water tablet over there, which I need to hit a switch to get to. That switch is over here. Okay, I may be able to get that water tablet now. That takes me there for some reason. This seems cornered. And that's because it is. So I guess I won't be able to do anything about that yet. Right. Can I... no. Nope. That's not... What's the reset button in this game? That's what it is. Non-configurable, and I still wish it was. What happens? Oh, well, of course, that chains the water forward. I was gonna push it there and then step into it. With the wooden box, that destroyed it. Okay, that's not helping me get this key or hit that switch. Okay, that's still not what the reset button is. It's very possible there's nothing I can do here yet. Let's look for 2 more sapphires first. But once again, okay, so I'm gonna put a red flag on that, just to tell me... Why are these yellow? I'm never gonna know, am I? Is this because the snake's eyes were lit up? Or... It seems to me as though I've done everything there is to do on this screen, so whatever that yellow flag meant, I'm clearing it off. Okay, I think whenever I place a flag, I'm going to have to pair it with a personal note telling me what the flag meant. Unless I come up with a rigid set of meanings for the... yeah, I heard that ding. And I see the note, it's way in the upper right. Unless I come up with a rigid set of meanings for flags and colors and use them consistently, I'm gonna keep on having this problem. So with the tide lowered, anywhere that has a, like, lily pad sort of path will now be different. I think there was at least one more. It may have been on a different island entirely, though. Have I ever gone this way? No. Or maybe this is where the tide was. Right, why am I looking for lily pads specifically? Ding. A music is here. The ding is very quiet. It may not be audible over everything else that's going on. It's right there, 3 tiles to my left. There's a lily pad on the ground. Okay. Ah, I see. So that's going to be a bridge when the water is up. I guess that's just a different, like, teleport ID there. Yeah, we've seen different teleport destinations, I think. Okay. I can go here. Cannot do this with low tide. I can make it high tide. Alright, there's a... Whoops, those are spikes. I wasn't looking there. Alright, so I can make it high tide here. It's not time for that just yet. Snake Eyes unlit. Many things to explore. It's this screen again. I was just here. A 30-star gate. I do not have 30 stars. Right, the music is there. So I can get to it as soon as the tide is high and I walk around. I don't have the means to walk around like that, do I? Only once I have the water stone or whatever it can go through here. That's what will grant it to me. So not that note until 2 more sapphires, if I'm understanding the dependency chain correctly. So there's no... Ah, so the low tide switch is down here. Which I can't get to yet, so it might be a pain to change that state again. I'll hold off on that until it's clear that I can't. I'm gonna try something. Oh, right, okay, that's actually just the lily pads tell me how depth maps. Okay. So that's destruction. What's this? A bump. Okay. So different actions. So either destroy and slide or bump and don't slide. New music, I think. Alright, so elevation level, whatever amount this is equivalent to 1 north-south tile, visually. Okay. I would need to ring that bell before anything else can happen. Which means I need to go through that purple teleporter, which means I need something I don't currently understand. Okay, so I'm not getting this sapphire right now, it's the dependency chain I just followed. This is in the way. I think the only thing I can currently do is this. Water rushes in, that's what things look like now. Boxes float, by the way. Okay, so let's undo that. It does allow me to undo it, that's nice. Nice idea, not gonna work. Whoops. Okay, but what would work? No, it wouldn't. Feels like I need to be able to swim. Because that's a problem. I can go through here, sure, but who cares? I can destroy that box, who cares? I can't put... If I could put that and 2 more, including this one, then I could maybe be somewhere. So that undoes the high tide, but I'll leave the high tide for now. It does not appear as though there's... Oh, wait a second. Aha, so I do spot one thing, which is that if the blue bell were rung, then this would be a useful action. Because those spikes are there. I keep not seeing them, but they are there. So to get to that sapphire, I would actually have to walk... Can't move while water is moving. I would actually have to walk this path. Okay? But 2 bells have to be rung first, and I cannot do either one as far as I can tell. Unless this is not solid, it's totally solid. Yep, okay. Alright, let's leave the tide high and see what I can reach elsewhere. There's a dragonfly. Alright, can't reach it, but it's there. Okay, so this is new. I think I'm still riding the train. But train's reached the end of its tracks here. This is the instrument room. Oh, I've been here before. Okay. Okay. Where am I going now? South, maybe? I don't know. That's here. High tide doesn't make much of a difference in this spot. And that's all flooded, so I'll have to go back around to the low tide switch. Right, I'm just back in this state again. Is there anything more I can do here now that I've destroyed those two things? Not that I can tell. Okay, gotta find where the tracks start again, because they have pretty firmly stopped. Did I ever, with low tide... No, when I set it to low tide, I went down there, saw the god, then went west. I did not go here with low tide. So on this screen, there's a way to jump down. Well, I guess I did it. Okay, so I cannot stand there. This is one move to the right. Got it. And I can return. That's nice. That's what this tile is. It was an inactive teleport. Alright, a state change has been made. So at high tide I can go there, complete this bridge maybe, and get nothing. I am perpetually blocked by not having 2 sapphires. The blockage appears to also include any possibility of getting those 2 sapphires. So you're stuck at 4 together, together forever. Words aren't coming out right now. Alright. Searching for something I can do. I destroyed 1 block. To be met immediately by new blockade, currently impenetrable. Alright, so this was not the place to be. Being down there at low tide does not look productive from here that I can tell, not until I learn to swim. Alright, still on the hunt. I'm not sure if I actually stepped into this screen before. This is down here. There's a roadblock right away. I have not found any, even like the slightest whiff of what it is that I'm expected to do here. I'm just kind of wandering around, hoping something appears. Like, everything is a pretty impenetrable dead end right now. This room at least has a couple of elements I can interact with, but... Oh wait, Oh, okay, that's a sequencing thing here. I can go north. Okay, I spotted it. Alright. I realize this is the most suspicious looking room. I think what I can do is build a bridge like this. Depends how Box interacts with Lilypad. I'll be optimistic and imagine that it pushes across the top of them. If they're strong enough to hold me, then that should be right. Okay, that's it. Here we go. I'm somewhere. Alright, I found the path, finally. Hello, Dragonfly. You're in a totally different art style. Everything has an outline except you. Alright, that will be a teleporter. Tide has been changed. And I can go there now. And there's no reason to go back this way, right? Not currently. So, Eyes of the Serpent are lit, by the way. I see something up here. Yep, it's the Z's of a star. And that was the secret. Okay. Good stuff. Ding. Gate is open. Here's some music. Nice. 2 out of 6. Eyes are lit. Right, it's this screen. There's a funny swirly thing. Right, that will summon various shells. So I don't know what the shells mean. Perhaps I could interact with them more and maybe learn something more. Got a key. Okay, that's nice. It is abundantly clear I will gain the ability to swim in that, like, this kind of water. Just not yet. Okay, key doesn't help me, note doesn't exactly help me, so now I'm right back where I was, basically. I mean, I made one state change, but it's of no consequence. Like, I destroyed a one-way block up here-ish, but it's out of reach of anywhere I want to be. Let's interact with that shell. And there's absolutely nothing I can touch here. I guess I can push this once. Okay, cool. Great. But yeah, nothing I can touch and do anything with here. I have not been able to go across this bridge, right, because I don't have that power, whatever that is. There's nothing more to do here as far as I can tell. This screen just goes back that way. Sure, there's stuff here, but I can't reach it. Okay. Serpent unlit. Right, so the weird shell. Are you meaningful somehow? I mean, I walk off of it and it changes form. This reads to me as a puzzle input of the sort of that, like, grid of 4 blocks where I had to look at other ones to see what their shape was. Okay, so that. It's a 5 cycle, starting with a little star in a circle. I think that's called a shamrock? Maybe. And there's another one that I cannot touch. No, that's out of my reach. So my guess is there are 5 swirlies. I'll learn a pattern somewhere of which needs to be what. Right, so I'm here, nothing's happening. I can set this up again. Ding. This goes here. This goes here. And there's nothing else of interest I can do with all of that. Can't ring any of these bells yet. Not until I somehow enter from the southwest. However, that's going to happen. All the way around. So yeah, it wasn't just the one instance of, like, being unable to find the way forward. This is continuing. There's some stuff on the left. It's nothing that I need to concern myself with. I've been here in this state, so there's no reason to jump off of that. Got this secret already. And although I destroyed this, it's not relevant because I can't reach here from any other state that I have a reason to care about. Okay, well, I've hit my limit again. And I think I've explored everything on this island pretty darn thoroughly, haven't I? What could I be missing here? I'm trying to conceive of how I would grab that blue gem. I feel like I have to assume it involves a mechanic I don't have access to yet with respect to, like, these things that are gonna turn into water creatures that can help me somehow. Because I have no interactions I can realistically do here, right? That's actually not true. I'm a little short of being able to do stuff, but I can do some stuff. Okay, let's do some stuff at least. Because now that these are open, this box can make it around. Could go over here if I wanted. There were other ways to reach the same goal. I can fill a hole. This, however, on its own is insufficient. I need to get that water block that's way down here, this one, up to this spot somehow, which seems impossible. I can put this here and nothing happens. I cannot enter that water stream. So it sure seems like I require something more in order for that to ever be resolvable. If I could just destroy this? Aha, if I could just destroy this. I know how to destroy it and fill that hole. Okay, I have something I can do here. And this will get me just one sapphire away from my goal. Okay, so probably the path is that some of the sapphires I've seen and declared inaccessible are actually accessible. If that was true for this one, it's probably true for one more. Then I will have the god's power, and then I can, well, destroy those blue blocks, I think is the way it's going to work. So where does a sapphire exist? There's one on this screen, there's one on that screen, there's one on this screen. There is. And there's one way over here. That one is definitely out of reach until I can hit bells, which I can't right now. So here, here, and here. Okay. There are things I can interact with here. It's just that my path to accessing like the center and east side of the room is pretty ironclad and inaccessible. Based on the mechanics I know, I have no way to reverse this water slide and get to the other side of it. So I think what I'm looking for is not here. It could be here, except once again, center and east sides of the room are strictly inaccessible to my kind. I have nothing interactable on this side that could help me. So is it the one right next to the god? Because there's one in this room. Yeah, I have 5. There's one in this room. Okay, that is, like, as clear as you can get, strictly inaccessible. No possible way I can get that right now. So there was one more I knew about. There might be some I don't. Over here. Of course, it won't tell me for these screens. I'll roll over them just to be sure. So A1. You're my last hope. To get to A1... That's here, right? No. That's here. Here. Okay, knowing what I know about boxes, I still have to ring the bell. So no. So that bell is strictly locked away. The bell in the upper left is strictly locked away by the bell in the lower left. The bell in the lower left is teleported to from a part of the level that I don't even begin to have access to. Okay, so this sapphire, no matter what I do, cannot be gotten with my current skill set. This sapphire, no matter what I do, cannot be gotten with my current skill set. This sapphire is in a place strictly out of reach to me. This sapphire is in a place strictly out of reach to me. What's this stairway? Just gotta recheck one more time to see if I've misparsed something somehow. It can happen. So, my recollection of the topaz is it was all localized to stony cliffs. So I don't think it's going to be productive to go elsewhere looking for sapphires, but maybe it could be. There's like a purple thing... Okay, the purple thing is a jump down, not a stairway. That's what's happening. And that, like, G-looking thing I saw was here. Do I need to go elsewhere to get powers to interact with water and do things here? Yeah, I got to 5 sapphires. Do I trust my map to show me where all the sapphires are that I've seen? I probably should. Dragonfly, sure. Yeah, that's cool. Horn that I can't get to and I'm way short on music anyway. Wait, hold on. Was there a 30-star gate I can actually touch? I think that was... Like, I couldn't even touch it. Like, if I had 30 stars, I wouldn't get anywhere, right? Yeah, so that thing over there, I can't actually get to it. And again, I have gone here. It says no. I guess one possibility for this island is there's another, like, turtle mount point? I don't think there is, though. Like, I can see that out on the map. Okay, well, this situation is complicated enough that I cannot trust my conclusion that there's nothing more for me to do here. But that could be accurate. Let's take a quick look and see if I have anywhere that I understand I can do things. 35. Too rich for my blood. Oh. Okay, so that's what those are. That's experience falling in lava. It's just like spikes. Oh dear, those are all pushable. Wow. Okay. So Ruby here, this is... Aggro crab. Alright. Could anything here, in theory, help me with what I'm doing? I need, like, wind power to get through here. Okay, I understand box pushing well enough to evaluate whether I can get any of these things. I say, and it's very easy to make a mistake, so I may actually not. So this type of box can bridge through lava. Whoa! What the... Oh, I'm gaining heat! I see. There are hot tiles in this game. Huh. That didn't get me very far. I can push this once, and do nothing more. I see that thing to the north. Does that mean that maybe this passage is safe? It does not. Does that mean maybe this passage is safe? It does not. Ah, but let's go touch it. Oh, okay, here we go. Well, I got a key, and I opened a path. That's cool, I guess. Don't have things I can do with a key, but I did get one. Alright. I don't know, I just feel like I'm stonewalled on everything in the entire game, but there are lots of places I can reach, so it's more likely there's just something I've forgotten or haven't realized I can explore yet. Stony Cliffs is as done as it's going to get until... Till what? I'm not even sure. Swimming, I think, maybe? But, like, Tidal Reef just feels like it's where it's at. Let's take one more lap around there because I don't feel like I can trust my conclusion. Okay, let's try something I haven't tried. How about this? Does nothing. 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 But that thing stays. So it stays whatever form I leave it. That's gonna matter someday somewhere. I just don't know when or where. Oh hey, I think there's something I can do here actually. Aha! Well, I got some onyx or whatever that is. Alright. Well, that's similar to progress. Wait a second. If the tide were high here, could I push that box out and go somewhere? Wait, does that give me access to the east half of this? I think I might not have come there at high tide ever? Oh, that's okay. That would be a good thing to have missed if I had. I mean, I've been here at high tide, but not with the directional block here broken, and now I can do, hey, here's something new. And also I can totally see the thing up here when the tide is high. Oh, that's so useful. I see. Alright. Well, I'm putting my feet here for what that's worth. Okay, I think I'm kind of sussing out what these things on the ground are going to have to do. So between this room and this room, if they turn into some sort of like water golem thing, I could push this to the right and it acts as a weight there and lets me get into the instrument room. If it's here, I push it north, it turns into flowing water probably, and I can get across here? This one is same shape, lighter color. And yeah, then I can start interacting with this, but that's gated behind seemingly 6 sapphires. And only 5 are currently possible for me to get. That's this shortcut. Tide is high, can't go that way, yeah. Only 5 seem possible for me to get currently. The thing I really don't understand here is how this is ever going to get uncornered. And how, like, this thing would help. Maybe if I push it into the box, it, like, swaps with it or something? That's possible, I suppose. I'm sure that will mean something someday. Right now it doesn't mean anything to me. Now, hang on. Isn't there something here I haven't tried yet? Oh, that doesn't... Oops. At most, that would get me a key, which is not really what I'm after. I'm after that switch, and just standing there is not good enough. I need a weight on it. Whoa, did I see something sparkle there? I thought so, but, well... If there was, it's not doing anything. Yeah, there's like several layers of impossibility here. I will not be capable of doing anything more in that spot. Okay, I mean, I've looked at every sapphire several times. All of them are as clearly impossible as clear can get, as far as I can tell. So either I gotta find one elsewhere. Yeah, what I don't remember for sure is whether I ever found any topaz not on stony cliffs. Maybe I did. Maybe I did, so maybe I just need to look elsewhere for the blue gems too. And I guess that'll be my next step, just go somewhere else and hope it leads to a solution, because like here, I'm completely dead-ended on everything. Alright, well, that's as much a tidal reef as I can do. Next time, other places.